hurt, including 4 firefighters and 2 police officers after a fire broke out in Brooklyn overnight. Happened just before 10 o'clock last night on 27th Street between 4th and 5th Avenues in Greenwood Heights. More than 100 firefighters and EMS personnel responded to the scene. The fire was under control in under an hour, remains under investigation, and those injured are expected to be okay. An apartment fire in Williamsburg, Brooklyn sent 2 people to the hospital, including a firefighter. The FDNY says the fire Sunday afternoon started on the 2nd floor of the building on Union Avenue. 1 firefighter suffered minor injuries. A civilian suffered serious but non-life-threatening injuries. The cause of the fire is under investigation. And the funeral for a social media influencer shot and killed inside her car will be held today. Family and friends gathered at Barquin Funeral Home in Guttenberg, New Jersey to remember Ariela Mejia Polanco yesterday. The 33-year-old was murdered on August 17th while driving her Mercedes SUV on the Cross County Parkway. Mejia Polanco had 500,000 followers on Instagram and was well known in the nightlife community. 5 people are hurt after a party boat carrying hundreds is involved in a collision with another boat on the East River. Police are now trying to determine what went wrong. Christina Fan has more from the east side.
Good morning. Behind us is one of the vessels involved in yesterday's crash. It is called the Cabana. Its manager says about 300 passengers were on board at the time. An employee says it will remain docked here until repairs can be made to 2 broken windows sustained at the time of the collision. According to the NYPD, the Cabana was on the East River Sunday afternoon when a private vessel identified by the U.S. Coast Guard as Let's Live 2 crashed into it and then fled the scene. In this photo obtained by CBS News New York, you can see a huge gash running across the front of that private boat. The U.S. Coast Guard said it is in contact with the owner of Let's Live 2, who admitted the boat was operating on autopilot at the time of the crash. Officials say 3 people on the Cabana were taken to the hospital and 2 people on Let's Live 2 sustained minor injuries. No arrests have been made at this time, and the cause of the crash remains under investigation, including who was at fault. All 5 injuries are believed to be minor. Reporting on the east side, Christina Fan, CBS News, New York.
Church services resumed for the first time at the Minneapolis Catholic School, where a gunman killed 2 students last week. Mass was held in the auditorium of Annunciation Catholic School next door to the church where Wednesday's shooting happened. 8-year-old Fletcher Merkel and 10-year-old Harper Moisky died. 18 other people were injured. Father Dennis Zarin, who survived the shooting, prayed for the victims and for healing for the community.
We recognize that this is, for all of us, it's a humble beginning. And it won't be easy, and we'll never be able to get back to the same place. But what we do is we begin again.
CBS News has learned Governor Tim Walz is calling a special session on gun legislation this fall. A Holocaust memorial created by world-renowned artist Dale Chihuly was unveiled on Long Island. The 25-foot-tall glass sculpture honors the 1.5 million children killed during the Holocaust. It's going outside the Hampton Synagogue's Children's Center. The luminous tower is composed of hundreds of pieces. The white glass represents innocence, and there are sculptures of the hands of children reaching out. Dr. Henry Kressel survived Nazi-occupied France as a child.
I was dropped off with a family in a village. They decided that if I was to go to that farm, I would not survive it. And they did not know that my parents would ever come back. They just took that responsibility and took me in.
Dr. Kressel's parents and sister were murdered in the Holocaust. The synagogue says this is the first ever children's Holocaust memorial in the Hamptons. A Bronx DMV will be closing this month as officials prepare to move the office to a new facility. The Bronx District Office on East Fordham Road will close on September 26th. The New York State Department of Motor Vehicles says they're opening a new, more modern facility, and it'll be located on the 3rd floor of the Bronx Terminal Market on Exterior Street. The new office opens on October 1st.